How's it going, everybody? This is Shane Thomas, ready to show you another country classic on the acoustic guitar. This time, this video, we're going to learn how to play Hurt Me Bad in a Real Good Way by Patty Loveless. Before we get going, though, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you want all kinds of guitar tutorials of country songs and want to learn how to play the acoustic guitar. All right, here we go. This song was written 1991 by Deborah Allen and her husband, Rafe VanHoy. So it was a husband and wife duo that proved to be very successful. Deborah Allen, you might remember, she had the hit Baby I Lied, Rock Me in the Cradle of Love. So very, very talented artist in her own right. But they wrote this song together and it was a hit for Patty Loveless. So it's in the key of D. And I'll show you the strumming pattern and all the chords that make up this song. All right, so D. So press down on the first string, second fret. Skip a string, press down with your first finger on the third fret, third string, second fret. Then put your ring finger on the third fret, second string. And play down with that fourth string open. So that's the D chord. Now let's learn the G chord, then I'll show you the strumming pattern, because the intro is basically D and G. So G is sixth string, third fret. Press down there. Press down on the fifth string, second fret. Play the second, third, and fourth string open. Press down on the third fret, first string. All right, strumming pattern. That's your G chord. So far we got D and G. Now let's learn strumming pattern. Down, down, down. All right, so that's pretty much how you want to do it. Just kind of like that, and you'll get it. You'll get the song. Now the song structure is basically about 8. Just think of it in like 8 different sections. Probably more like 11 sections if you include the intro, the outro, and the guitar solo. And then you have like 2 different chord patterns that I'll show you. But if you get those 2 different chord patterns and know where to put them in with those 8 different sections, you'll have the song. Sounds probably more complicated than it really is. So let's get started. So intro again is D, G, and verse is wouldn't ever found you if he wanted to stay. So that's just like the intro. So D and G. Oh, he hurt me bad. So here's a new chord. New chord is B minor. And check out the chord diagram if you need some help. But basically B minor is first finger on pretty much all the second fret besides the sixth string. So the first through fifth strings, press down with your first finger. Put your middle finger down on the second string, third fret. Ring finger on the fourth string, fourth fret. And your pinky on the third string, fourth fret. There's your B minor right there, right there. And play that fifth root note. That's B minor. Oh, he hurt me bad. G, in a real good way. So basically, oh, he hurt me bad in a real good way. So basically what I did there was D, B minor, G, and a new chord, A. A is you play your second, third, and fourth string by pressing down the second fret, and you play your first string open and your fifth string open. So you can either put your first finger on that second fret or press down with 3 separate fingers. So far here's what we got. Intro, D, G, D, G. There we go. And keep that going as we start with the would have never found you if he wanted to stay. Oh, he hurt me bad. G, A, in a real good way. D. So, all right, so there we go. That's one of those sections. Remember, we got about 8 sections of the main part of the song. So the hardest part of that was making those chord changes. D, B minor, G, A, back to D. Keep it going. Well, he opened my eyes, G, to a world beyond, impossible dream. Same living on. That's the same thing. So basically the first 2 sections, not including the intro part, the first 2 sections are the same. Basically you got the D and the G, and then you go that progression again. D, B minor, G, A, back to D. Now it changes up. Now go to G. And I thank my lucky stars each night when I'm holding me tight. So basically all that is, you already know those chords. G, well, I thank my lucky stars, to A, G. Now there's our last chord we're going to learn for this song right here. They throw a curveball in at us. When I look back on, yeah, C. So that's a C chord. So C is put your first finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, skip a string, press down on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and 5th string, 3rd fret. So here's that section. When I think, well, I thank my lucky stars at night. When you do my arms and I hold you tight, I realize what it means. Have your true love. So that section, just to repeat, is G, A, back to G, A, C, G. Your true love would have never found D if you wanted to stay. Just like the first part. Oh, hurt me bad in a real good way. Now, that little guitar solo. So we're halfway done. We're halfway done with the song. We don't need to learn any more chords. We don't need to learn any other strumming patterns. We just got to put these pieces of the puzzle together for the second part of the song. So basically we got 4, if you think of it like a football game that usually has 4 quarters, well, we have 4 quarters, or you have 2 quarters in halftime, then 2 more quarters, and that's the end of the game. Well, this song, think of it like this. You have 4 quarters, then halftime. Halftime is the guitar solo. Then you have 4 more quarters, and you're done. So once the guitar solo is done, you have, and I thank my lucky stars each night. G, A. You already learned that part. You're just repeating it. True love. But now they're going to do that again, but with different words. When I look back on what's life before, how my heart got shattered by a slamming door. C, G, A. Now, you just kind of go back to those 2 sections that you used at the beginning. Just have another different verse. So basically, would have never. And you end the song with that same section as you began the song. Would have never found you if you wanted to stay. Oh, he to that B minor, G. That's probably the hardest part of the song. So knowing all the different sections, getting all those chords down. So the chords that you need to learn for this song are D, G. Then once you start playing the D, G, D, G, O, D, B minor, G, A, back to D. And then those other sections, when will I thank my luck? So that's G, G, A, C, G. Your true love would have never, and that's it. So basically just remember all those sections, but when you're in doubt, always revert to those two different chord patterns. And those two different chord patterns, well, let's include the intro. So D and G is the intro and outro. The two chord pattern sections are D, G, D, G, D, B minor, G, and A. So you'll use those quite a bit in this song for different sections. And then, and I thank my lucky stars at night, that section is G, A, G, A, C, G, A. So just follow the chord diagrams. I'll put them up there for you. And that's how you play Hurt Me Bad in a Real Good Way by Patty Loveless. I love the wittiness of that song. Now, if you ever have any requests, go ahead and put them in the comments section below. If you want to learn how to play the acoustic guitar and you want to learn a bunch of country songs, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get all the latest videos when I publish them. And I thank my lucky stars each night in your arms and you're holding me tight. I realize what it means to have your true love. Y'all take care. Keep up and strumming.